Alright guys, what is up? It's your Beast here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Wi-Fi battle stuff. Check it out. This is PBR right here. And since Xenon decided to upload some PBR stuff a few days ago, I decided that I might as well just give it a go as well, because I really do love PBR. It's a really fun game. It's got pretty decent graphics, and it's 3D, which is the big thing, and it's what everybody loves. So this is another 3v3 here, a random 3v3 against a guy from PBR, and he's got a Spiritomb, Wishcash, Mr. Mime, Yanmega, Houndoom, and a Zapdos, but obviously he can only choose 3 of these pokes, and his biggest threat that I see right away is his Zapdos, and I'm probably gonna have to do something about that. So I decided I'm probably just gonna go hyper offensive on this guy, because you know, the Zapdos may be defensive, and that can really be bad if I bring out one of my defensive Pokemon such as Bronzong, because he could have the Heat Wave as well, which could be a problem against my Bronzong. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with my WEAVILE right here. Now I'm gonna kind of fool this guy and make him think that I do have the fighting move on this thing, which I do not have. Well, technically I do have because of the counter, but you know, obviously counter is not gonna really work out too well on a Houndoom, because most Houndooms are specially orientated. But what I'm gonna do the first turn is I'm gonna go ahead and go for the fake out, but he's actually gonna end up switching out of there into his Spiritomb, I believe, fearing some sort of fighting move or maybe a fake out, which could be a problem if he does have the Will-O-Wisp, because that's gonna easily be able to cripple my WEAVILE. But then again, I do have the ton of my WEAVILE, which could kind of take that on, you know. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna go ahead and switch out of there into Spiritomb, as I just go for the fake out, which is obviously not gonna work out, because he is part Ghost type, which does kind of suck, because I would have liked to get off a fake out on his incoming Pokemon, but obviously that's not gonna work out at all. And what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna go for the taunt. I'm really not afraid of his moves, really, because I do have the Focus Sash on my WEAVILE, so if it does have the HP Fire or the HP Fighting, I'm not going to be able to live that with at least 1 HP. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the taunt this turn. Pretty sure maybe a Will-O-Wisp or a Calm Mind for that reason, because you know, Calm Mind Spiritomb can be pretty devastating as well. But it actually turns out that he does have the Nasty Plot on his Spiritomb, which tells me that he's most likely not got the Sucker Punch, which is great, because that can be very dangerous as well. Does not get the Pursuit either, which is really great. So what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna go ahead and go for the taunt right here, and that is really amazing, because otherwise this Spiritomb would have been very dangerous because of those +2, and that could have been a real problem for my team. As you can see right here, try to go for the Nasty Plot, but it's not gonna work out at all because of the taunt. So that's really great that I went for the taunt. So I decided, you know what, I'm really not too afraid of his Will-O-Wisps at all, because I do have the taunt on that thing, and decided that I might as well just try to set on Gyarados and maybe set up some Dragon Dances, and hoping he's not got these Zapdos on his team, which is most likely got, because that thing is a huge threat against my team. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and switch out of there into my Gyarados and get the Intimidate off on him, but it's not gonna really matter, because that thing is most likely some sort of special set. So what what he's gonna do, he's gonna go for the HP Fire or HP Fighting, could be both. Really I'm not quite sure, but I'm thinking it's Fire, because you'll see later on what I mean. But I do get the Leftovers Recovery. I realized after this battle that I should not have the Leftovers on this thing in a level 50 2 or 3v3 battle like this, because first off, 3v3s are really quick, and you really wouldn't benefit from Leftovers at all. And second of all, your HP is lowered because you're level 50, and Citrus Berry, something like Citrus Berry would benefit you a lot more, because you'd get a lot more of your HP back. And yeah, this Zapdos right here, as you'll see later on, does have a Citrus Berry, and I do go for the Dragon Dance right here just to get to +1 speed and attack. But this Zapdos right here is physically defensive, because what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Stone Edge. But since my Gyarados is sort of a defensive Gyarados, and it's not fully invested in attack, it's got more defenses, and since his Zapdos has most likely got some crazy physical defensive Vs, he's still gonna be able to live it, which does kind of suck because he's gonna be able to revenge kill me or counter that back with a Thunder or Thunderbolt, I believe. And yeah, that's pretty impressive because I was expecting to just sweep him at this point because I am at +1 and Gyarados does have pretty good type coverage, and it can be a real bitch to deal with it if it's got like +1 or +2. But as you can see, he does have the Stone Edge, and he gets a lot of HP back from that Citrus Bear because we're level 50 and we don't have that much HP, so it's gonna benefit him a lot, as you can see right here. He goes for the Thunder, which is kind of strange because it only has 70% accuracy. I'd probably have the Thunderbolt over Thunder because you know, Thunder does have the extra power, but then again, Thunderbolt is a lot more accurate, and if he would have missed the Thunder right there, he would have pretty much been fucked because I mean, the rest of his pokes, I mean, they really can't take on a Gyarados with +1. So what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna send in WEAVILE, thinking that I do have the Ice Punch, but it turns out that I have Night Slash instead, which is terrible. So I decided that I'm gonna go for the Light Slash right here. It's not gonna work out because I actually gotta go for the Protect. So I realized maybe his Zapdos has a Roost, and I don't want him to roost up all that damage because this Zapdos right here is a real bitch to deal with. I can tell you that right now. I mean, this battle was really close as well, so that's why I decided to upload it. And what he's actually gonna do, he's gonna switch out of there into his Houndoom, and I mean, this Houndoom is also a pretty big threat, but I do have Infernape to kind of take it on, but my Gyarados is dead, so I really can't take any potential Fire Blasts from that thing, so that really does suck. So I'm pretty much forced right here to set an Infernape if I'm gonna keep this WEAVILE alive, because I do have the Focus Sash on this thing, and I kind of want to keep that, you know. So gonna go ahead and switch out of there into Infernape, and I'm just pretty much checking my stats right here, just to check if I can take any hits from that thing. And I was pretty confident that I would take at least one hit from that Houndoom, no matter what, if he was Specs or not. I really don't care. And if this thing would have been Scarfed, I would have been fucked right here, because he would have easily been able to outspeed me and kill me off with a second hit. Well, actually, it really just depends on how much a Scarfed Fire Blast would have done. But I can definitely tell that this Houndoom is Specs, because look how much this Fire Blast does. I mean, it does more than half, which is absolutely crazy. And this Infernape right here does resist it, and I mean, that's no doubt that thing is Spec. No doubt, alright? No doubt. So, gonna make a pretty smart player here. He's gonna obviously fear the close combat and switch out of there into something else. And I'm gonna make a really, really good player here, which will benefit me a lot, because he's gonna go ahead and switch out of there into his Zapdos, I think. And he's just gonna get fried by the Overheat, because obviously I am down at Blaze range, I think. And I mean, this Overheat right here is gonna do a hell of a lot. I mean, look at this. It's gonna take it out of there, which is great, because his Zapdos was his biggest threat on his team. So I still have a chance to win this battle, and if I do, then that's gonna be pretty impressive, because I'm not looking good at all right here. So I do take it out of there with the Overheat, which is amazing, because I got down the biggest threat on his team. I do have the Life Orb, however, which is kind of wrecking me down to pretty low HP. So what he's gonna do right here, he's gonna go ahead and set out a Spiritomb. Now, I was pretty scared right here, because I was thinking maybe he's bluffing the Sucker Punch or the Pursuit, but I did not want to stay in here at all. I was thinking about going for the U-turn, but Life Orb would just wear me down way too low, and he could have had the Pursuit as well. So I really didn't feel like just staying in there and going for the Overheat, because he could have had the Sucker Punch, and that would have been a real pain. But he's going to make a smart play, and I'm going to go ahead and send a WEAVILE. He does go for the HP Fighting, or Fighter. I'm sorry, this is definitely Fire, because I'm actually going to be able to live this with 2 HP without even Focus Sash activating, which is pretty amazing, because WEAVILE has terrible special defense. So this thing has definitely got a lot of defensive investment on it. So what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna go for the Night Slash, because I want to get off as much damage as possible on his Spiritomb. And this right here tells me that he's not got the Sucker Punch, which is amazing because that means I can get off a Night Slash on this thing and potentially take it out of there with my Infernape later on. So, also his next Pokemon could have the Sucker Punch as well, which, I mean, that could be a problem because that's easy to get a finish off my Infernape from that range of health. But Hidden Power Fire is easily gonna finish me off because I've obviously got only 2 HP left. So, I see that he's got a leftovers, which is pretty amazing, and gonna go ahead and set an Infernape, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for the Infernape. What am I saying? I'm not gonna go for the Infernape. I'm sorry, I'm a dumbass. I'm just gonna go for the Overheat. I'm just kind of dumb right now. I'm just gonna go for the Overheat. I was really debating if I should go for the Stone Edge or the Overheat because I mean, he could just set on his freaking Houndoom any minute and just absorb this Overheat right here. But I'm just not taking any risks right here. I'm just gonna go for the Overheat and just completely demolish that Spiritomb right here. This is a Life Orb boosted, Blaze boosted Overheat right here, and you're not gonna be able to take that, son. You're not gonna be able to take that at all. And I just demolish his Spiritomb, which is amazing. So, you know, his last poke is his Houndoom, and if he does have the Sucker Punch, then I'm fucked. If he does not have the Sucker Punch, then I still have chances to win this battle. And Infernape has taken down 2 of his pokes, and if I manage to take down the 3rd one, then it is a all-in-one Infernape ace. I mean, Infernape was a beast in this battle. I mean, look at this right here. I do have the close combat, but if he does have the Sucker Punch, then I'm done. If he does not, then this battle is mine. And fortunately for me, he does not have the Sucker Punch, and I'm able to get off a close combat on that thing, and he's easily just gonna go down. And that was amazing. I live Life Orb Recoil with 1 HP left, which is amazing. This was a really close battle, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Leave a like rating if you did. If you did not, then leave a dislike. I'm okay with that. And subscribe if you enjoyed my video. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Peace.
Is now over. The blue corner narrowly escaped defeat.